Hillary Clinton set to make a big stop in the crucial primary state of New Hampshire tomorrow. This comes right after several of her top GOP rivals took shots at the only 2016 Democratic presidential candidate. During the final day of a Republican summit, they mocked her highly publicized trip to Chipotle and her use of personal email. Now, joining us is political columnist for the Daily Beast, Patricia Murphy. So, Patricia, Hillary Clinton doesn't really have any Democratic candidates to compete with, at least so far. And I suppose the first question is, do you think she needs a challenger?
I think most people think she needs a challenger. I think any campaign knows that the best way to get better at campaigning is by campaigning, by having a real robust campaign. Specifically, Hillary Clinton in her past campaigns has always been better and at her best against a real challenge. So in 2000, she really rose to the occasion against Rick Lazio. In 2008, she was super rusty until she got to New Hampshire and had her back up against the wall and was really doing hardcore retail campaigning. And that's when she really broke out and did her best. And she's not going to have that moment in 2016. It's become very clear. That's not going to happen for her. So Democrats, I think about it a little bit like spring training. They would like to see her have a little bit of practice before she gets to the general election, and that's probably not going to happen for her.
You know, you talk to people at the dinner parties in Washington, and there are people who say she's not a very good campaigner. She has a glass jaw. If she gets hit with one good political punch, the whole organization sort of folds. Do you think that's something that can be solved just by mixing it up with one candidate or other, or is it more about Hillary Clinton?
Well, I think Hillary Clinton, I think it's personal to her. She is not Bill Clinton. Retail campaigning has never been her strong suit. She's been the policy person, she's been the strategy person, but never really great in large groups especially. That's why her campaign has her out there with small groups, in areas that she's been good at before, when she has really been able to be emotional, to not seem like she's on the defensive, when she's able to just have one-on-one conversations with people. That's a little bit artificial and a little bit staged, and that's not going to be able to last forever. To the benefit of not having an opponent is, well, you're going to win the primary anyway, but how good of a candidate are you going to be, and how good can Hillary Clinton be without really getting a lot of real hardcore practice before she really needs to? Okay,
so let's go to the Cheryl Rios question. All right, this was a recent...
Yes, let's.
Yeah, exactly. CNN interview, a female CEO named Cheryl Rios. So listen to what she said about having a female president.
Yeah.
You've had people like Margaret Thatcher, Indira Gandhi, Golda Meir, who very successfully run countries.
They do.
So what about those women?
I'm not saying that people can't, every woman should aspire to be as great as she can be, build businesses, do amazing things, be a doctor, be a lawyer. I by no means said that I don't support women. I was speaking of one particular position, and if a woman wants to run for it, go ahead. That doesn't mean that I have to support that. I'm not changing my comment in reference to Hillary. I would never vote for Hillary. I personally would not be voting for a female. I do not believe that position, my personal opinion, should be a female.
Okay, so you hear that, and now probably not a lot of people are willing to express that sentiment on national television, but the question remains whether that sentiment still exists out there in the populace.
Well, there is actually a good bit of polling now that shows that sentiment really does not exist in the populace. So pretty much 85 to 90% of Americans said, yes, we are ready for a female president. Are they ready for Hillary Clinton to be their female president? You know, that's what this campaign's all about. But most Americans really don't agree with that sentiment at all. And there actually is a growing body of scientific research that says women are not only not inferior because of their biology, they are actually better than men at leading because of their biology. So I think that the idea that a woman can't be president, shouldn't be president, and is not capable to be president is both antiquated and not widely held. Certainly not by me, if I can share that opinion.
Patricia Murphy with the Daily Beast, thank you so much.
Great.
Good
Thank you so much. Great to see you. Thanks.